Welcome back, wonderful people. This is another episode of Busy Beader, and if this is your first time here with us, my name is Caitlin. I am so glad that you're here. Today, we are going to be making a pair of cascading pearl earrings, and this is actually a technique that we used just a couple of weeks ago with the butterfly earrings that we made, but these have a very different look. The butterfly earrings were very short, and they still had the same cascading effect, but it was just one charm, and the chains were all very short and not much more controlled. This design today is going for elegance, and so I really wanted to show you how you can take the exact same technique of the cascading chains and the drops, and you can create such vastly different looks with the two things. It was kind of the goal of what I was going for here today. So I'm so excited to show you how to make these gorgeous earrings. But first, don't forget to check out my sponsor, Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. They're the ones who supplied me with everything that I use in my videos, and they can be your supplier too. So be sure to check out the description box below for a link to their website. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love getting to hear from you guys in the comments. I do my very best to reply to everyone, so please be sure to reach out. And when you subscribe, you get to join me every week. All right, let's jump into making these earrings today. Step 1. All right, first thing you're going to do is gather your supplies and materials. Today, you're going to need a set of clippers and a set of round nose pliers. Then you're going to need an earring loop. You're going to need head pins, some silver chain, and then our pretties. We have these gorgeous pearls. These are some natural pearls that I have, but you can also absolutely use crystal pearls. And I have this gorgeous like orangey hue to them. And then our Crystal Passions clear oval beads here to kind of act as the center. I've already made one of our earrings. That way we kind of have an example to look at and look forward to as we're making our earring here. So once you gather all your supplies and materials, go ahead and meet me back here and let's get started. Step 2. All right, the very first thing that we have to do for this is make our drops. So you are going to take your head pin, and first thing is one of our Crystal Passions beads here. We're going to thread that through, and then we're going to use our big pearl and another Crystal Passions bead. And then we're going to use our little pearl and one last Crystal Passions bead. And we're going to slide those all onto our head pin. And now we are going to make a loop. So you're going to go right above the last crystal on your batch. Go slightly above, that way we don't damage our crystal. And we're going to make an angle in the wire. Somewhere between 45 and 90 degrees is sufficient. And then you are going to go through and clip off that extra bit of wire here. And then we are going to grab our round nose pliers and go to the end of where we cut it off. And we're going to spin our pliers back around to make our loop. Just like that. And you're going to repeat that process to make this drop 2 more times for a total of 3. So go ahead and do that and meet me back here. Step 3. All right, so our next step here is going to be cutting our chain. I wanted these to be very long and dangly and have a cascading effect, because when you wear them, they just kind of swirl around, and I think that they look so gorgeous. So you can make these however long or short your heart desires. I chose roughly 2 inches for our longest dangle, and then it's like 1.5 inches, and then it's like 3/4 of an inch. But once again, just whatever you feel like is right. You can see that I tried to match the spaces where the bottom crystal and the top crystal are kind of on the same plane all the way across. So you are just going to measure those out. Looks like that's about 2 inches there. And then again here at about 1.5 inches. I tend to just eyeball these kinds of measurements, but if you're more comfortable using a ruler, absolutely do that. But I like to remove as many barriers to learning as I can, and sometimes people get intimidated by things like measurements and rulers and things like that. Step 4. All right, now that our chains are cut, we need to attach everything together. So we are going to take one of our drops here, and you are going to open it up at that loop that you made and slide on your chain. And then you're going to close that loop, making sure that your connection is nice and secure. And you're going to do that 2 2 more times. So open that loop up, slide the chain on, and then close. And last but not least, we're going to open that loop, slide on the chain, and close. And now we are going to take our earring loop and we are going to open that up. And we're going to slide on our shortest chain first. Although since these are so long, they do have the tendency to move around. You don't have to worry about it too much, but I like to go shortest to longest so that the shortest is in the front and it doesn't get covered or anything. And just gonna slide these on and then go ahead and close that earring loop. And there you have a gorgeous pearl cascading earring. And you're gonna repeat that whole process for your second earring. And once you do that, you've got a gorgeous set that you can wear anytime you like. And just like that, you have a gorgeous pair of cascading pearl earrings. I really love the way this design turned out. They're very long and dangly, and they start from short and go long, and I think it's just a really elegant design. And even though it is the exact same technique as the butterfly earrings we made a couple of weeks ago, turns out so different. And that is the really cool thing about learning techniques in crafting and jewelry making, is that you can take that technique and you can make it all your own in every case. And so that's why I love sharing new techniques and ideas, things that you all may not have come across before. And this is just an example of how one technique can just do so many different things for you. I hope that you enjoyed getting to make them with me today. Please don't forget to check out my sponsor, Fire Mountain Gems and Beads, and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That way you can join me every week and I can keep showing you super cool techniques. I hope you're having a fabulous week, and I will see you in the next one.